Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss, the Forged in Fire campaign. When we last left off, we defended Burton, we'd also defended Slough from this Guerhaugh character, and now we're approaching the city of Hartgrim. We're going to take it, next turn. It is Week of the Weasel, so if we end turn now, we're going to give them a chance to reinforce, which we don't want. Henry could grab this warehouse of wood while she's passing by, but she's not going to! Ha ha! She's going to hang out in town for a moment. So we're going to have Sam grab these mechanics. So they're going to have a nice little girls' chat and hand over artifacts, and Sam will then cherish this Torso of Legion to increase our automaton production. We'll hire the troops for now. And, yeah, let's have... I suppose she can actually grab some of these units, she's just very weak right now. But she needs to meet up with Frederick, right, so... I can do that. Well, let's have Frederick attack this city. So we're going to need to do the usual antics of, like, baiting out citadel attacks. Like so. Probably like that. A glorious victory. So there is a defending hero. A bit unfortunate. But we have lightning bolts, and we have depended to negativity this time, so we can just murder these orcs, for example. We're going to just wait. So we lose a single grenadier to the range attack. That's fine. Whereas this should be an easy battle. We might even be able to lock him in too. Don't know if we actually want that though. So, should we just kill the orcs immediately? I actually say yes, because that way it will force all the enemies to charge towards us instead of the other way around. Just shy of stealing the retaliation. Let's defend for now. We'll do a mass haste this turn. And then a mass wait. There we go. So they're all coming out. How about you keep coming out? Yeah. Well, they just defended, didn't they? That's a bit cheeky. Well, let's steal the retaliation. Bonk! And then we'll just torch this Ogre Magi to death. Ten Grenadiers perishing. That is unfortunate. Hopefully, they start coming out. Okay, they're just literally going to try to use the Citadel to bleed me out. That's annoying. Well, we'll keep dropping lightning bolts. The luckiest Grenadiers! Well, we got the city now, at least. And this is good. Stealing more of the resources away from the enemy. We denied them the extra orcs. This actually has a mage guild. It doesn't have much in it, but we learned shield. That's a spell. I don't think we knew shield. No. And so Henrietta will be like to learn that at some point too. So there'll be a reason to visit Hartgrim. There's another ridiculously well-defended star axis. Like, they know how powerful these things are. They really do. So they make you work for it. So we'll have to deal with that at some point. But I'm certainly glad to be in a position where we have another town taken from the AI. It's going to make things easier. So let's see what else is in the general area. I'd like to flag this goblin barracks. So we can just take it. So this boat area looks like it curves around here. This is going to be a I'm almost certain this is forgetfulness, and this is just like, you know, what we have to do to get forgetfulness. But it's going to be very useful to have forgetfulness, so it's like a great campaign skill. But alright, it is what it is. Still, I'm glad to have taken Hartgrim. You know, these heroes look like they're just stuck here, so I suppose one way to defeat Zog is just to take his castle and then just ignore him. So, you know, go through this border gate. But we'll see. We'll see if that's necessary. So we'll have Sam and Henrietta have a short, jovial conversation, as some might say. So, Peter Garrett style. So we'll transfer over the torso of Legion, and we'll keep the... We'll do this. Just that way Henrietta can actually set out this turn with the upgraded engineers, rather than having to wait. So we will need her to come over to this location. What about good old Frederick? We might as well keep the goblins just as meat. On this terrain, our movement speed's ruined anyway, so... More Cyclops King. So this is just saying, get forgetfulness, kill, get forgetfulness. Alright, let's end turn. I watched Burton prepare to come face to face with Zog. Yesterday's ploughmen and shepherds, the halflings, were hastily learning the art of war. Most of my countrymen are good shots of a sling. We've never had to practice on giant, green-shaped dummies or fire volleys on command before. Hopefully when the time comes, real bombs will hit real ogres with the same accuracy. I discussed the preparations with Frederick, but he was completely calm. I only ever saw him so impassive during crucial experiments or the launch of a fancy new machine. Frederick, do we have a chance of defeating Zog? While Zog and his chums are sitting in their fortress picking their noses of clubs, more and more batches of battle-ready automatons are coming out of our workshops. We're going to give this savage a nasty surprise. Even if he expects to meet resistance, he's probably imagining something like a bunch of barely trained women and midgets not capable of anything. I took no offense at Frederick for comparing halflings to midgets. You know, that's good, but it wouldn't say it makes me feel much better. Zog doesn't see us as a threat, sure, but we have a vague idea of what we might encounter in his lair. Our scouts are doing their best, we have little experience and even less reliable information. We need more scouts, more spyglasses, new ones, better than the ones we have. You're a smart girl, Henrietta, and I'm glad I wasn't wrong in thinking you were a quick study. Once you've been caught off guard by demons, you're doing your best to learn everything you can about your enemy before you meet him face to face. I have already thought about how to improve the design of the spyglasses so the halflings would be more comfortable with them. A shorter focal length with the same magnification, compact size. Your talent for silent walking and short stature will allow you to infiltrate deeper into enemy territory than Sam scouts can. Can you find any capable halflings ready for such an endeavour? Yes, I answered calmly enough. Without meaning to, I've been getting experience in organising my brethren since the first day of the invasion, and I was getting the hang of it. Slight typo there. Alright. The Seer's Hut. I was once rich and famous, but Guerhaugh the Terrible was my downfall. I lost my lands, my title, and my family, and behold, 50 halfling grenadiers, and boots of speed. I'll take this, gladly. We don't care about the gem pond. How much movement will we have? This is not worth it. But we will, however, start rendezvousing at Ike the Seer. Certainly glad to get a nice reward for losing the Grenadiers dealing with Guerhaugh. So we are dealing with the bosses that are coming towards us. So we've only got 2 ogre enemies left. And, you know, don't mind the fact that we're actually making progress in this mission. This is excellent. So Sam will now, you know, relax comfortably in the town of Burton. You know, soon we'll get her some actual proper, like, we'll give her an engineer to wander around with, but, for now, this is where she is going to live. Enjoy. Because I don't think Sam comes with us in the future. If she does, then, well, you know, I'll just have to deal with a low-level hero, I guess, but at least her skills are actually fine anyway, so, you know. She's one of the, better mercenaries, in my opinion, because I've been thinking about the mercenary class. The mercenary class is actually really good. because they can't roll water magic, which means they're more likely to roll earth, and they've just got good chances to roll all the skills you want. So it's actually just a solid class. The Artificer class, on the other hand, is actually fairly rubbish. They've actually got a high chance of rolling ballistics, which is an okay skill, but it's like on the lower end of the skills you're after. But at least Frederick himself started with just excellent skills anyway, so his just turned out to be a fine hero. Maybe this could have been armourer, but you know, his working out fine. And honestly, what I do like of the offence is it will pair nicely with the automatons to just hit that bit harder to make up for his low attack skill. Anyway, either way though, we'll carry on. So that's it for this turn, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll head down. Henrietta's finally catching up. Excellent. So let's see what we can do. So we'll hand over the Amulet of the Undertaker, we'll grab some Boots of Speed. We'll pass over the Shaman's Puppet, because currently it looks like Frederick is our main hero. And what about Army? Because we could take the Stronghold stuff temporarily. See something like that? How about it's an Army? For the short term. I suppose it depends on what we're doing. Because let's plan ahead a bit. Because we've got the Thunderbirds on the right-hand side that need to be dealt with, and they've got that Guerhaugh's character. It's going to need some range damage, or a lot of spellcasting to deal with. I do like the automatons, but we're going to need them to have in greater numbers to have a chance of actually winning. Now, I think that the map is actually not scaling out of hand, but, an interesting notion. We could keep the Armadillos, but by themselves, without ranged attacks, they're not really doing much. They're tanky, which I appreciate, but, you know, it's what are they actually doing for us? Like, is this the composition? Like, run forward of your automatons and have the Halfling Grenadiers to do the range damage. That being said, if we're going to be dealing with the Corsairs, that's probably just a case of mass haste with Bellwether Armadillos or something, right? Like, how are we going to handle that? Well, let's stick with this for now and have Frederick visit the seer next turn. Incidentally, is there anything we want to build here? No, everything's fully built. Yeah. Like us. Slaw of all places can build a marketplace, the others can't, but yeah, anyway. Alright, interesting. The priest takes a long look at each of the artifacts and finally speaks.
You have been of invaluable help to our temple. I will hand the artifacts over to my brethren immediately. We'll make sure that they will not harm anyone else. As for the reward, take this golden bow.
This is effectively Bow of the Sharpshooter, like, might as well be as good. This is certainly a valuable artifact. It's a shame to lose the ribcage, but this is certainly going to be allowing Grenadiers to be doing a lot of extra work. So, I think, yes. We'll move back here. Henrietta will move. We'll do this for now. So maybe what we could do with Henrietta is like slowly build up a small Stronghold army that can then take out the Royal Griffins. Or at least explore the general area. Meanwhile, Frederick can move to the right. It's just piles of wood. Oh, there's a sawmill here. Do we have a sawmill? No, we've been having to make do the whole time with just a silly warehouse of wood, haven't we? That's why we've got no wood. But it's probably intentional with how many piles of wood they're laying around, but I suppose we could see what's there. We don't need to fight mighty Gorgons. Alright. End turn. A horde of Ogre Magi discarding a sawmill. Do we really care? Not really. Like, we don't have anything to build. So unless there's another random, like, we need 50 wood. Seer's Hut or Quest Guard, it's like, doesn't seem too relevant, does it? Let's see what's here at least. There's a rally flag. Alright, so it's just the throng of Royal Griffins guarding the Star Axis. We might as well get into the town, we'll grab the Stronghold units, and we'll slowly build up an army that can deal with these Royal Griffins. Because we do have orcs here. You know, it is something. And we can upgrade the goblins into hobgoblins, so that's something. Okay, is it boat time? Or is it Thunderbird time? The danger of boat times, we need someone to come along to take our halflings off us, because it's just not going to be a fight the halflings are going to survive. Like it's well, we'll do this. And then we can go here, which is... How much movement's that? A lot. Or here, which is effectively about the same by the time we move through these tiles, but I guess we can open it up. So... Alright. We need this scroll. Forgetfulness is a very powerful spell. Now, I may just be baited this entire time, but we do want Forgetfulness. It's a shame that Frederick only has basic logistics too, but... We'll grab the Warehouse of Wood. And yeah, we can upgrade the goblins. Can't upgrade the Wolf Riders, but they're now slower than goblins. So we'll just sit on the goblins for now. And next turn we'll grab the reinforcements. We can even get in position for some of that. I don't know how many we'll need for the Throng, but this is effectively Henrietta's job for the short term. Yeah. The success of the heroes has raised the spirits of the people of Burton. A new group of volunteers rush to join the fighters and rid the town of the vile ogres. Excellent. It's month of the Bumblebee. Month 3. Hopefully we are on a good pace. So we can now swap out these units. We could start thinking about reinforcing things. You know, it's 14 automatons right there. It's not bad. So we'll grab the Wolf Riders here. And the goblins from this barracks. Head back to town. Frederick will open up the border guard. We could also grab this border guard too. It would significantly boost his attack skill. Now of course we've got these seamen to deal with here, so let's do that. Could have a nice big hit there, right? Well, it's actually a lot of them. We'll do a mass haste. We'll run in there and hit. Because now we can have the Roly Boys roll in. Ugh. Of course, it denies being able to use the engineers for anything useful, but that's what we call an oopsie doopsie. I guess I could torch the automatons, but it's not really worth it, is it? Mass bless. Roll out, please. That's a problem. Oh, they're just happy to swing on these, though. Oh, the unluckiest men of the sea. Well, unfortunately for you boys. Have a nice fiery death. Interesting how they ended up at the bottom of the speed priority order, but... I suppose they're not hasted, are they? Let's throw a one stack in there. That's going to end poorly. Run away. That's acceptable. I don't want to lose any automatons. I'll make an exception if we can get through to these people, though. Alright, end turn. Yeah, these two heroes are just stuck on hold position, so... Alright. Reinforcing Frederick, I guess, aren't we? Which means we're going to go here and say hello to him on the water. Reinforce everything. If this is a low throng, we're starting to get somewhere. We probably want to wait for a little bit more, but we can try. Alright, it's time for the scary, spoopy throng. Let's go. Alright, well, I guess something like that, eh? And then we begin with the mass haste. Get in there. Huh. Then you can roll over here. Roll! Roll! Yeah, this worked out fairly well. We just need to make sure we actually kill them all fast enough. Maybe we could have actually brought the, could have brought the halflings after all. Because it's down to just these 2 stacks to actually kill everything, which is a fairly big ask. Let's get the flamer girls in there. Burn! Oh yeah. So lightning bolts kill 8. Which we shall happily do. The new sounds for Cove units. This is actually working just fine. I'm actually quite happy with this. Mass haste does a lot of work. He's gonna run up to stab the automatons, is he? Okay, fair enough. Run up there and burn. Who's he going to stab this time? Engineers? That's not very nice. Now we can fix the automatons. Get out of the way of the armadillos, we'll have to swarm in there. Well, we lost a few engineers, but I'm actually fairly happy with this outcome. Yeah. So now we have access to Forgetfulness. Excellent. So we want to get that scribed as soon as possible. None of this other stuff matters to us, but we will bail using this so we can get to this Seer's Hut as soon as possible. Excellent. That's a big win, that. It's hard to overstate how good Forgetfulness is.
This scroll is exactly what I need. Now I could teach you the Forgetfulness spell, but in exchange I'll ask you to leave the scroll with me. Will you accept my offer? Yes. There's one spell left that I can teach you. Counter-Strike. I used to scroll with it, but I lost it sometime I was in the caves. It's unlikely anyone still has it, but it's probably still there. But be careful. Not only ogres, but also behemoths have been seen in those caves. Good luck to you. Caves, eh? I don't think I've seen a subterranean gate, but there may be one hiding in, like, the corner somewhere, like here. I'm not sure if I care about Counter-Strike. Like, my enthusiasm for Counter-Strike is not the same as my enthusiasm for Forgetfulness, which is significantly more powerful. So, well, Counter-Strike has its moments, but it tends to be like, okay, I'm going to throw my automatons deep into the thick of it and then cast Counter-Strike on them, so they just keep hitting over and over. Like, there is a valid use case for it, don't get me wrong. But we'll see, because, like, if it's convenient, I'll do it, but I suppose it depends on how well we've won the map. Like, if it's just a case of Zog sits here forever, and we can just take his castle any time, and then we just let him die, like, that's fine by me. That being said, he may have an artifact we want to steal from him, but we'll see. Let's see if Henrietta can actually deal with these birds. The answer's no. Yeah, it's just too much. It's just too much. Water and fire. No. Beyond the horizon. So birds are not a thing. We're not going to be doing birds. Certainly not on these scraps. Like, that's a high throng. So, we need a big army for that one. So, okay, let's keep moving. We're going to want, actually, Henry to come out here and grab this stuff so that Sam can make it back in time. So, because we want to get more automatons after all. It's going to be tight. Enter. Let's move out. You can keep those. Oh, well. I guess we'll let you keep those? Question mark? Depends where everyone's going. Like, Frederick's currently here. He's probably going to head back up and take them to some of these artifacts. Start thinking about winning them out. That being said, we do want those other bonuses, but I guess for now we can keep these armadillos here, but we'll do this. Planning! Get home, Sam, ASAP, please. Oh, we're gonna not make it. Rough. That being the case, let's load our silly save. Because if Sam's not gonna make it, let's head back to town. This was obviously just silly anyway, so... Like, we've cleared this area of the map apart from the star axis, which we do want. And we obviously want the Garden of Revelation, so... Yeah. Shame we're just one square off this. We might just drop off the stuff at Hartgrim and then just let them sit there unless we need them. I suppose it makes more sense to build a Stronghold army and then a separate factory army. We also can't forget about these guys sitting in Slough, but... Yeah. Anyway, now that we have mass forgetfulness though, this fight becomes a doddle! So, let's do that. Alright. Forgetfulness. It makes the monks forget how to use their ranged attack. Alright, let's get in there, shall we? Bless. We might even barely take damage. Oh, we lost one automaton. Well, I better fix it. There we go. Restored! Excellent. The monks are no more. Now we can actually go to the church. Can we do the rocks now? Could even possibly do the Thunderbirds, but getting a sword would be nice. That being said, without the ribcage, it's less as exciting as it was. But it's nice to at least just demonstrate what it was doing for us. This would be nice for the shortcut. Saves us having to do all this massive loop. I guess we could try. Let's have Sam actually get back to town in time. Feels good. But yeah, this is going to be Frederick's army, I think. Yeah. And Henrietta's going to be using Stronghold stuff. I mean, it's a bit of a shame she can't use her specialty, but it's what we've got. For now, that's what her destiny is. Okay, well, we'll have a crack against the Thunderbirds. It's doable, allegedly. Well, that I'm not happy about. Alright.
We clearly need to do the thing, you know. That's better. Yeah, you can wail upon the automatons all you like. Murder some armadillos. Oh, that's not so good. Oh, you just murdered a second armadillo. You're afraid to attack the engineers, and so you should be. Haste! Alright. Let's brighten up their lives. Nice little incendiary display. Bird flies up. Bad luck descends. Oh, you get morale. Who would get morale anyway? This is probably a good example of a fight I can win, but do I want to win it? Not really. It's gonna be a little bit too bloody. I want to conserve my army. Let's visit this well. That's far more productive. Point of defense skill? Maybe. Maybe. There's lots of champions there. Seems a little bit ridiculous. The Ogre Fort has some value now that we actually have 2 stronghold towns. It's probably a decent amount of ogres there now that I think about it. So, we'll grab it. It's a little bit sad to have Henrietta just sitting here, though. Well, she can do that for 1 more week, I guess. Well, what she can do, practically speaking, is that she can go and grab the artifacts that are sitting behind quest guards. Like, that's something that's available. So let's do that. We'll grab the halflings, because they're just sitting there currently doing nothing, so... She can also be a go-between between Frederick and Burton. So let's grab the ogres here. There's 16 of them, which is, you know, not inconsiderable. And Henrietta will move down. Yeah, this is starting to make some sense. So, Henrietta could even just keep moving through, grab everything from Kerber, then move back to Hartgrim and upgrade it all. So, like I said, there's some reason and logic to all this. And Frederick should hop into the boat next. That's his destiny. So we'll probably have him just hop into the monolith, I guess. Is that going to be enough stuff? Yeah, it should be. We'll just have to carry around some ogres for a little while, which is it's slowing. But, you know, we can deal. Thank you all for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Horn of the Abyss.